the chateau after a month away, and I had a nightmare or two while I was away, and one of them is always, has somebody got in and defaced the salon, and the other one has the chandelier in the salon fallen down. So here we go. This is the room I always check first. And phew, thank goodness for that. It appears the chandelier is still up. All the ceiling looks good. And no one's been in and defaced it all. Thank goodness. So, back to work. As you come out of the landing from the middle floor, you're faced with obviously the stairs that go up to the top floor and the stairs that go down to the bottom floor. Now, as you can see, I've started preparing. I've already stripped back this windowsill. It was an easy job, it was flaking off anyway. But what I need to do now, before we go any further, is fill this plaster where it's fallen off. So because it's a little bit deeper than just a crack, I'm going to put some bonding plaster in there first. So here we have the bonding plaster. As you can see, it's coarser than fine filler, and we'll mix it up to a nice consistency. Just add some water until it's right. This goes off quite quickly, so by the end of the day I should be able to put, weather permitting, I should say, temperature permitting, we might be able to get some fine filler on top this evening, but we'll see, because it is so cold here at the chateau. It hasn't warmed up yet. Adrian's running around turning all the radiators on and lighting the fire. Bonding plaster does go off quickly, as I said, so we'll make it a little bit runnier than we want it on the walls. And it actually goes off quite quickly in the bag as well, as in its shelf life. It only has a shelf life of 3 months. So I think that's a good consistency. We get that on the walls.
Well, there's a good sign. Carol's cracking on with the walls. You fill in your cracks, darling?
Also, I've got something else to show you first.
What's that? A snowman?
I found a solution for baggy trousers. Not so baggy now, look.
Okay, what's your solution?
Different. Wear another pair underneath because it's so flipping cold.
God, it is unbelievably cold. Right, what are you up to anyhow?
I'm filling
okay.
this in hope that it might go off in time.
Because you're thinking of now decorating, painting the walls, or?
Well, I've prepared all this.
Yes, you have. Yep.
The panel underneath. So I know once this is on the walls, I can leave it.
Yep.
To go and put my heated blanket on the bed. And then I'm going to come down here and take the stairs off and get the undercoat on here, well, the primer on there.
Okay. I suppose I better think about doing something myself once I've warmed up.
Obviously this can be as rough as those boots. A bit like us.
Bit like, yeah, I was going to say a bit like us, yeah.
I like how you only said you.
I'm the one that's rough as old boots at the moment. Dear.
Because the smoothing plaster will go on top.
Correct.
So I just need to get this level.
Bonded. Okay.
I might keep a draft out.
This has got to be the next thing for you, isn't it? Are you slowly working your way up the stairs, are you?
I'm slowly doing it as I wish.
You go north, I'll go south. I'm popping into it. Well, I'm not going. I'm going south. I'm going to the south of France. It might be warmer. Wow. I've just done a recce, just gone round the perimeter of the chateau, just checking again for any damage on the roof, on the tiles. We had that storm, or they had a storm over here around Christmas time, or just after, and I'm pretty sure part of northern France got it as well. The only one I can see, in fact I can see two now, straight with one of the evidences, is if I zoom in, you will see in the gutter, you can just about make out a tile there, and another one there, and I can see coming up, there is two missing, and particularly I notice it on the edge there. My phone is showing that. So, what a return home present, hey? I got to deal with a cold wind. My pet hate, the beast. I've had to get out to get up. So let's get up there, get that fixed. The sooner I get down, the better I feel, and move on to the next thing. Now that's a sight I like to see, back on the ground. But yes, if I pan up slowly, you'll see all done. Unfortunately they're brand new ones, so they do stand out a bit, but that's what I'll have to keep doing. But that is another job done for today. Second job of the day, tick. I think that's the most important job. Right, on to the third one. Right, done these first two jobs. I don't know what number 3 job is, but how you getting on?
Bonding's dry.
Excellent.
That's all undercoated all the way up. Done this rail down here, the side bit.
God, it sounds like a competition.
Undercoated the 2 panels within the window frame there.
Alright, I've only done 2 jobs. You've done about 6.
Pets hate. Before
What's
I
that?
can fill this corner here, my long hair,
Right.
there's still wallpaper on under here. My pet hate is people that plaster on top of wallpaper.
Oh, you hadn't noticed? Oh,
So I've got to get this off first.
the wallpaper, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't go any higher, does it? Else I'm going to have to get you on my shoulders. Doesn't look too bad, does it? Okay. Right.
What Adrian really wants to do is get the scaffolding up here so he can get my sprayer out.
I'd love to spray that wall. After watching you do the ceiling in the grand salon, I actually want to have a go at it myself now. But you know I won't. I'm too chicken on that sort of thing. I'll put the scaffolding up for you though. What would you like me to do next? Any priorities? Otherwise I'm going to do fill-in jobs.
Filling? You can't
Yeah.
fill.
I'll reword that then.
You can be my lackey, as they say, and get me some more water for this wallpaper.
Warm or cold?
And then you can warm these, and then you can clear this up before I plaster.
We only do cold water, I'm afraid. We have no warm water.
Right, because this is ready for filling. Once I've got this paper off,
I'm on it.
that's ready for some fine filler.
Yes, my lady, I'm on it. So as you've seen, Carol's slowly prepping the stairway up to the first floor. One thing she's come across the problem here is one of the panels has actually come back. If I try and show you, there. and it's probably 20 mil, something like that. Without going to too much ago, I need to get it back, but at the moment, not a chance. So all I'm going to do is pop a screw in here, something I can work off, and see if I can very gently prise that back. My worry is it's actually the gap here is it's so tight that I don't think I'll be able to pull it. But if worse comes to worse, I can just use the multi-tool and just literally just take a very small amount of timber off the top of this piece, and then we can fill that afterwards. So let's give it a go anyhow and see what happens. Right, this has been taken out before, and there is someone has just literally just thrown a nail in. I hadn't noticed that before. So knowing it's not fixed permanently to that, I'm going to try and see if we can remove it and just pop it in correctly. If I can get in there. Brilliant. With all the hundreds of years of dirt, but it's in good condition behind and solid. Normally you find that the plaster just literally and it just crumbles away. But actually that's solid on there, which is a good sign. There's a lot of dirt in there, a lot of years of DNA. Right, time for a hoover. Well, that's a lot better now. So what I've done here is I've sunk in just a small screw in there, which goes against the back wall. So now that can't be pushed in. I've got it so it's perfectly up against there. There is a tongue and groove up this, which I've cleaned, where someone's actually just been running filler in. Previous owner, and they just filled the gap. But if I get it neatly in, as you see here, then we don't need to worry. We will have to obviously, or Carol will, I don't know why I'm saying me, fill the gaps up here. She likes doing that. But now I can literally push this back flush against the stairs itself, and it's good to go. So an easy job, but worth doing it correctly. And then I'll have a look at these as it carries on up the stairs. Well, that's made a difference. Now that Carol's filled in the gaps, etc., it all looks uniform, which is a good thing. Little job, but makes a big difference.
Morning, darling. Relaxed there?
I'm never relaxed. I'm in England. It's more relaxing in France.
Parcel has arrived for you. I've opened it up to make it easier for you. So this parcel has been travelling the world since we put the chandelier up in the hallway.
Oh, correct. This parcel, can I just say, it's come from Rome. Threw me out when I saw this. Rome in USA. If this is what I think it is, well, I'll find out in a minute. Yes, I'll read that in a minute. Right, so we have a gift from... This is a gentleman that's been sending this for a long time. It took so long to get here. So we have... Well, there's going to be no problems with my knees now.
Well, they're industrial, aren't they?
They are industrial. Does that mean I've got to do more floors? As a hint. This is the thing we've been really after. So if everyone remembers, we had a broken glass. There's a name for it.
Bobèche.
Excuse me.
Something like that.
Which is underneath which is in the chandelier. And one of them was broken. Carol tried gluing it, resin, all sorts. It did work actually, but clearly it was still broken.
A number of people said they found them. So thank you for all the people that offered to send it. Let's hope it's that one. Perfect.
That is it. That is exactly perfect. Yes. Yeah. Does that mean you'll go back to France now and put that on? Well wrapped. Okay, that's good. So now we have a complete chandelier.
Gel System Plus. You could wear those also when you go out on the scooter or on the bike. think he needs them after he crashed the other day.
Adrian, I've watched your balance. Your knees on rough and shaky timbers and hard surfaces too long. Here are some knee pads for you. Carol, I hope this beige, something like
Told
that.
you it was that.
Yeah, works. If not, let me know. And the whole size if needed. Well, the whole looks perfect actually. Wishing you a joyous and warm holiday season. Not sure about the warmth. It was warm where we were, but not anymore. Good friend and subscriber, Ken. So again, big thank you, Ken. I've just actually checked to see. I was wondering if the size of the hole was correct, and actually that looks perfect. So I'll get that back over to France. In fact, I'm actually there next week. Got a bit more work to do. Got to finish the balustrade outside off the other side, and very handy. Yes, very handy. I'll just put those on actually. In fact, not only for the chateau, but I think I'll be using them at work as well. They are, yeah, very, very pleased to have those. So yeah, I'll send you a picture. And I've got the thing up.